Hello, Flosstube. I am back and I've got a really exciting finish to show you. I've got a couple exciting finishes to show you. So I'm going to jump right in because I kind of want this to be a shorter video, and then I need to charge my iPad, and then I'm going to be doing a whip parade as well today. So getting that filmed. So I've got lots of stuff to do. So this week I went to the quilt shop for a class. I took a paper piecing class because I've got a couple, I know I have at least one quilt kit downstairs that has paper piecing involved. So I wanted to learn how to do it without having to like self-teach on like a big project. So I took a paper piecing class, and it was at Moe's Needle and Thread, and we made these bunny just little blocks, like it can be a rug mat, so, or a mug rug, that's what I was trying to think of. It was really fun. I really liked paper piecing, so I can see myself doing that a lot more in the future. So the back, I already took the paper out. You can see where it slipped when I was bringing it to the machine. I don't care. So yeah, I sent a picture to my mom. It'll have 2 buttons for eyes after it's all quilted and finished off. I have the fabric for this is the little bow that'll go on its ear, and the same fabric is the binding, and then the green is the backing. So I sent a picture of this to my mom, and I told her that the instructions said to give it to your mom to quilt and bind. We'll see when she gets that done. Maybe I'll learn how to do it. But since I was out there for the class, I actually picked up the rest of my models that were at the shop. Now that the house is, the bedrooms weren't, but the main area of the house was painted, I want to start hanging up my needlework. So I brought home all of my models, all of my pieces that I had let Mo use at the shop for models. So I have this ornament. This is one of the, it's a sled ornament. Well, it was supposed to be a tag ornament. It's a shepherd's bush kit, and I just put it on a sled instead of making it into a paper tag. So that was one of them. I didn't even remember doing this, but I have a cuff bracelet that I stitched. So I've got that. These are a little bit hard to show. Kind of disappointed. From hanging in the shop without being framed, all of my fabrics faded quite a bit. But it is what it is. They're still beautiful pieces. This one's, the fabric has faded. It was a fabric by Stephanie. This was, it's a Nora Pixie, but I can't even remember which flower it is. Iris, maybe? This one is the one that faded the most. This is a Bent Creek, and the fabric was a much more vibrant goldenrod and orange. It's an opal fabric. It's fine. It's just a seasonal piece. I don't know. I'll either do this as a box finish or I'll frame it and just leave a really small margin showing. This is a drawn thread piece. I think it was Christmas baskets, and I must have stitched this in 2016. So that's how long it's been at the shop. Wow, that's crazy that it's been that long. So this is stitched 1 thread over 2. It must be a 36 count. Maybe not. It actually looks like it might be 32 count. So, the fading on this, the part that's frustrating is that you can't see the birds very well anymore. it's showing up okay on camera, but in person, that white is just really hard to see. This was a Summer House Stitchworks. I was really hoping, this was originally a series. There was like 3 or 4 of these. And I have 1 or 2 of the other ones, and I was going to stitch them on the same fabric, and I can't because this fabric faded so bad. And it's just from the fluorescent lighting. It's fine. It's at least uniform. I'll still make it into a pillow that I can leave out all summer and fall. But I'm not going to bother stitching the other ones anymore. This is another Bent Creek. This was a kit, and this was Spooky Mantle, I believe. So this one I think I want to put... God, I don't know. I don't know if I want to frame this or if I want to put interfacing on the back and make it a long pillow that I could, like, display on the piano. I'm not sure. So there's that one. So these will go into the bin of shame under my bed until I figure out what I want to do. The other 3 from the shop are framed. And this is a Nora Bewitching Pixie. This was... I can't remember which one this is. But, oh my gosh, I love it. And that's on a fabric by... That's a Fabrics by Stephanie as well. I believe it's Banshee. You can see the reflection of my video making in that. So yep, that one's done, so I can display that for Halloween. Now that the walls are painted and I'm starting to get things framed and get back some of my models, it's time to start making some diagrams of the walls, where I want to put things, sizes of things, so that I can, like, put one set of holes in the wall for nails and rotate my framed stuff. This is another Bent Creek, and this was a series they did. It was the color series. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but I love that. And I'm leaning towards, I don't know, maybe hanging this over my front door because it's nice and narrow. I think I've got enough space above the door to hang that. And last but not least, this one has been done forever. It's been at the shop forever. It has not been hanging up. This is this was a old magazine chart that I had. So she couldn't use it as a model, which I'm glad, because if this had been hanging and the fabric had faded, I probably would have cried. This was my Blackware Hummingbird. And I freaking love it. It's amazing. So I was having trouble framing this myself because I usually use stitchery tape, and the opal fabric was not adhering to the tape. So I was going to teach myself to lace. Just never got around to it, so it's been sitting in pieces in the workshop area at the shop, and Mo got it framed. So I'm super excited. I just love it. This is going up on a wall somewhere, like now. I gotta figure out where. Okay, so that's everything that I had hanging at the shop as models. Everything's back home. I can start to find places for it. I'm super excited. Outside of that, I had a couple finishes here at home. If you follow me on, what's it called? Facebook, Instagram, either one. You've seen that I pulled this old whip out and I've been working on it. This ended up taking, I think it was 12 sessions of stitching to get done. This is an old magazine chart. It's from, I know I've posted it in a couple places. It's from Cross Stitch Collection, and the issue is December 2005. I don't know if you can get the magazine anymore, but the pattern is spoken for. I will not have it. The fabric that I stitched this on is from, it's a fabric flare for Stitchery Express for Cindy Sorley on Facebook. And it was the Oh Holy Night fabric. And there's my finish. I love it. I am so incredibly proud of this one. I can't believe that it held my interest long enough to get it finished, honestly, in like one sitting, like, or one, you know, like pulled it out to work on, didn't put it back away. So I'm really excited about this. My plan is to send this to Jill Renzel for framing. I have some great ideas for it. Thank you to my friend Lori. We were talking about it the other night. I've got some great ideas for the mat and all of that. So I'm super excited. Last I heard, Renzel Studio is like 9 to 12 month wait, I think, which is fine with me. But I am going to pay the crazy price for it and get it done out there. So I'm excited. And I say crazy price, but honestly, for what they do, it's not a crazy price, considering how much like Michaels and Hobby Lobby even charges. I have one more finish. Finished this one last night. This was a small piece that I started. This was a Patreon exclusive from June of 22, Ink Circles, and it's Charms That Are Lucky. And I stitched it on 28 count slate Jobelin from Hand Dyed by Stephanie. Hand Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. And here it is. So the main color that I use, that really bright and vibrant one, is a Night Stalker's Calling, and it's Water Lily. And then I just used the called for DMC for all of the little like charms. So I am really happy with how that turned out. I'm going to see if I can maybe get motivated enough to turn that into a pillow before St. Patrick's Day. And that will be, you know, some more seasonal decor. My next whip is my temperature tracker for the year. I've so far been staying right on top of that. Yesterday I got to add a new color in. The darker purple was the low temperature for the day. And then I was able to get some of the green in, the leaves, because they all kind of flowed together. So I am like completely caught up. And this is stitched on black Aida. I'm trying to, I mean, you can see the colors best when it's back here, I guess, and see how dark that fabric is. So yeah, that's going well. I even considered starting the border for February. I haven't, but I considered it the other day when I was working on this. And then my last whip, I started this Friday afternoon. I went to visit Lori and I took something to work on, and I took this little Hinzite pattern, November and December, and I'm stitching it on 28 count, 28 count linen in the color Lark from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. And here's my start. So I worked on more of that last night, and this will be a nice quick project. So, yep, it's a nice small one. I mean, this is the little box that's gonna have NOV, you know, for November. So it's a small project. And then I'm gonna stitch December on this same fabric. So that is it for whips and finishes. Yes, that's it. Now we will do haul. kids are getting ready to switch houses. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Brian and Ethan got home. They had to get Ellery. They're taking Ellery over to her friend's house, and then her friend's older brother is coming back here to hang out with Ethan, so it was a little bit crazy for a second. So anyway, haul. I had a little bit of a fail. I logged on to Color and Cotton to cancel one of my floss subscriptions. Where's the other pack? There it is. So I decided to cancel my 5 skein of bright and variegated colors. I'm still going to do the 10 all colors thread club, but I was just going to drop the bright and variegated club. And when I did that, they had some floss on clearance or sale or whatever, plus they had some fabric grab bags. Oops. So I was trying to save money and spent some instead. Seems to be a common thing for me. So these are all the fabrics that I got are all linen. I don't think it even says what count, but nice neutral. Here's a nice blue, very pale blue, and then another good neutral, and this looks like it's probably 40 count. I'm gonna have to kind of look at these when I have my readers on and try to figure it out. So I got 3 packs of these. And I really do like having these random little pieces for small projects, like those Hinzite things. So these are, I believe they're Stitcher's 8ths. Maybe even smaller than a Stitcher's 8th, I'm not sure. But here's a nice pale pinky peach. Most of these were neutrals, which I'm fine with. I kind of need a better stash of neutrals because most of mine are more vibrant. This looks like a 36 count. This is a very nice neutral. And then the last pack are all neutrals. This looks like a 36 or a 40 even. Same with this one, which is going to require my readers. There's the last one. So holding those up individually, I'm sure they didn't look very different at all. But now, let me show you. Try to fan these out so I can show you the range that I got on these, because I'm really happy with it for a nice, you know, grab bag assortment. So here's everything. So yep. So those will all get added to my stash. And then, like I said, there was also some floss that was on sale, and I think it was probably stuff that was from past month Floss Clubs. So actually, and this was actually my free gift. This was my thank you gift. You get those once in a while. And it doesn't have the color names because it's just partial skeins, but those are nice. And then I accidentally added the floss to the cart. Weird. I don't know what happened. But I got Full Moon, Hay Bale, Pebble Beach, and Pistachio. And then this is the ones where I accidentally added 2 of each color to the cart. Not intentional. I mean, it's fine. They're nice colors. They'll get used. Gingerbread, Open Fire, and Up on the Rooftop. But yeah, I accidentally added 2 of those. But that's a nice, rich, dark brown. I like this too. I mean, I'll use them. And then I did actually get my Floss Club packs. So this is the last bright and variegated pack that I'll get. This is Tea Berry, Coming Up Roses, Candy Hearts, Kismet, and Heartthrob. So this month's were all Valentine's Day theme. This one's more of a variegated. It's really pretty. And then my all thread colors for January. Lovebirds, Desire, Radiant Lilac, Rose Petals, and Heavenly is the first 5. Very, very pretty, very pretty. Look at those blues. And then the last ones we have are Daydream, Fairy Tale, Bouquet, Secret Admirer, and Cherub. And this one's super variegated. Fuchsia and purple. Oh, very pretty. So, and this looks more vibrant in person. Not sure why it's... Don't have great lighting in here, apparently. So that was everything from Color and Cotton. And then I ordered... I don't even remember whose shop I got these from. Which Facebook group. But it... she was getting rid of a bunch of these Sulky Poly Sparkle flosses. Metallic flosses. And by the time I saw it, all of them were, this was like the only one left. But I'll use the silver and the gold and those, you know, the red. I'm happy with this pack. But I wanted to try them. She had them for a good price. So I'll give it a try and then I can search them out if I want to get more. I picked up a couple of colored mechanical pencils at the Dollar Tree. Thought I'd give them a try for marking off my patterns. I got red, but I like to use those when I do mark off patterns, more when I do model stitching than anything, so I can keep track of things really good. Because if it's mine, a lot of times I just fudge my mistake and don't necessarily go back and correct it, depending on what the mistake is. But models, I have to be 100% accurate, so I will mark the pattern more. I also got some fabric from, I got a lot of fabric this time. This is from Dying for Cross Stitch, and I wanted the January Fabric of the Month color, because she does a discount on the Fabric of the Month color, and then I picked up a couple that were ready to ship, This is a 32 count Lagana, and this is the January color of the month. And then I also got the same color in a 16 count Opal Ada. And I mean, Ada and linen and, you know, the even weave all dye differently. So I wanted to get one of each of these because I liked the purple going through here, but I also love this blue. So, yeah, really happy with those. And then the colors that she had ready to go, I got a 28 count Opal linen in, this is just some grays, and it's a nice piece. And then this is a 28 count Opal linen in Parchment Light. So I got a nice neutral there. And then my last fabric order, well, one piece of it is being used for the November and December Hinzite patterns. But I got fabrics from Hand Dyed by Rolanda. So I picked up 28 count, this is Harmony linen, slight green tint. Then I got 32 count linen, also in Harmony. So clearly I wasn't paying attention there. But again, very nice color, nice and neutral. I'll use it. Then I got a 28 count linen olive, so a little bit more green, and a 32 count linen in latte. So I went with light ones this time. Oh, there's a kitty. And then I had some patterns. This was a freebie from Fabi Riley, and it's in her Facebook group. So this is a download available. This is a freebie from Silver Creek Samplers. I need to cover that up. This was just one that I think it was on her Facebook page. I can and I will, you know, just a New Year chart. This is Kitty and Me, a freebie on their Facebook, Christmas quilt block. And then I had the Shannon Christine Designs subscription group that I'm in on Facebook. These are the charts for January. So 2 color versions. And then she's also going to be starting, I don't know if it's next week or still a little bit out, but part of January is going to be the start of a sale. Probably like a three-part sale like she did in the fall for Halloween. So we'll see what that one is. Witchy Stitchers Patreon group. This was the chart for the month. Welcome to the Crypt. And then I picked these up from Abby Sue Designs, and it's abbysuedesigns.com. I got Bluey. We love Bluey. So I got all of the Bluey patterns. Yeah. I think Brian and I actually like Bluey better than the kids sometimes. This is going to be my dad's Christmas present next year. I'm going to stitch this one. You might remember that I stitched him the pink, you know, the bunny suit. He looks like a pink nightmare from A Christmas Story. I stitched that for him this year. This is going to be next year. And I'm getting a real good jump on my stitching, you know, and I was impressed that I got that other one finished and framed and back to him already 10 days after Christmas, so that was cool. And then this is a gift as well for somebody. It's a little Debbie. So I'm going to have to stitch that, of course. That's it for haul. So I had a lot of fabric, but I didn't do too bad, right? Right? There's more on the way. I ordered some fabric from Be Stitch Me. Possibly somebody else. I don't know. There were sales. They were sales. Anyway. So I'm going to get all this put away. When Brian gets back with my car, I am going to run out to Joann. And I'm watching for a magazine for myself and for Lori. So it's time to make my rounds and check for it. It's the next issue, the December issue of Cross Stitcher magazine. So I got to find that. And then I'm going to come back and hope that the lighting is still okay in this room. And I am going to film my whip parade. And it's going to be crazy. So I will see you guys soon.